Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog. This is my horse dream and this is our story. I've been longing to have my own horse since I was 8, but it was only in the past year and a half that I seriously looked into buying one. When I first saw this decent little colt and dragon driving, I didn't know he was gonna be the one to fulfill my long-held childhood dream. But the more I looked at him, the more I was falling in love. So I arranged to view the foal on the weekend. On Saturday, June the 13th, me and my partner rode to North Wales to meet him. The little guy was taken aback when he was let out to us, but he stood there all the same while I gave him a stroke and picked up his feet. I saw innocence and kindness in his big brown eyes. Also, his sire looked absolutely fabulous. With everything being in order, I paid the deposit that day. And with that began the longest 3 weeks of my life. I'm telling you, time has never passed so slow. But in the end, I received a phone call saying my horse was coming on Friday the 3rd of July. And so, in the middle of this chaotic mess we call the war today, a little girl's biggest dream has just come true. So far, you think this story is about me, but actually it's about you too. For the rest of this video, I'd like you to think about your goals and dreams. What's holding you back, and what's the worst that could happen if you just went for it? My story sounds simple, alright, but things are always more complicated than they seem. I mean, you're probably thinking right now, there's a freaking pandemic going on, for heaven's sake. Countries are facing the biggest economic crisis since the Great Depression. People are losing their jobs and dying. And you're buying a horse? Are you insane? Well, yes and no. Maybe a little bit. But if there's one thing coronavirus has taught me, it's that the future is never certain. No one knows what's coming tomorrow. So our best chance is to live in the here and now. Because if you don't chase down those dreams today, you might not get another shot anytime soon. I know. This is all much easier said than done and sounds very cliché. So enough of the glorified talk. Let's talk reality. Truth is, it either takes years of planning or a good amount of balls to follow your dreams. And honestly guys, I thought I was prepared, but I'm still mildly freaking out right now. Like, I'm just a uni student working part-time, that's it. Normal people leave their horses at home or lease them out because they just can't take them to uni, and I'm here like, normal's boring, right? But no, I haven't completely lost my mind. I have a plan. And for once in my life, I might have actually thought of everything. So how come I can afford this horse all on my own? Only rich people own horses, right? No. Before you say anything, I am not rich. I actually took a year out of uni so I could work my ass off. And there were a good few months when I had 2 jobs and was literally working every single day. So naturally I could save up a decent amount of money. Then my partner came up with this genius budgeting plan. He said I should have enough money saved up to buy and keep this horse for an entire year, no matter what. That way, the worst that could happen is that I have to sell him at the end of the year, which would break my heart. But still, 1 year of owning a horse is better than none, am I right? Anyway, that is the absolute worst case scenario. Like, the one where I don't have a job, my family abandons me, and basically the universe's entire stock of bad luck falls upon me. Which, let's be honest, is quite unlikely to happen. So to stick to the budget, I went from willing to spend £3,000 on just buying the horse to under £1,000. And I've done a fantastic job because I got this gem of a youngster for only £650. So then I had to sort out insurance because there are about a million things that can go wrong with a horse. As I got covered for pretty much everything I could think of, this has set me back a little bit more than I expected. But God, it feels so good to have a peace of mind. Oh, and I haven't talked about livery yet. So yeah, I found this amazing place set in this beautiful valley where my horse can live out 24/7. I pay £25 a week to keep him here, which is very reasonable. Plus it's got this lovely and supporting community, so what's not to love? Oh, and the pandemic didn't really affect my plans at all. I stayed on schedule to buy a horse by June 2020, and that's what I've done. Thanks to government support, I could keep my job and receive my normal wages every week. Why June 2020? Because why the hell not? Buying a horse will always be a huge responsibility and lifelong commitment. Is there a right time for things like that? No! I could come up with a million excuses like, this year I'm writing my dissertation, next year we're moving away, then it's time to buy a house, a car, start a family. Just no! Having my own horse has always been my #1 goal, and now is as good a time as any to achieve it. I think I've talked about everything. What's next? Well, plan A is that I train this horse to a level no one else has achieved before and will become world famous. Or we just live a normal life like everyone else. We shall see. And to those of you out there who are independent and are dying to buy your first horse, guys, it can be done. Make it a priority. You don't have to be stinking rich for it. Average is plenty enough. It's been done before, I did it, and I'm still here and having an absolute blast. Apart from the occasional panic attacks. To end on my favorite quote of all time, a wise man once said,
"All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us."
So what's the leap that you have taken towards your dreams? Share with me in the comments down below. I engage with every single comment, and if you would like me to make more awesome videos like this, then be sure to subscribe, as it really helps me to be motivated. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Now go chase your dreams and remember to write smart.